Hallihallo, hier ist euer Austrian Game Club. Ich bin Fortress. Wir spielen heute weiter The Wolf Among Us. Wir haben jetzt die ersten 2 Episoden bereits durchgespielt. Das Ganze war sehr, sehr spannend und interessant bis jetzt. Auch hier wieder kurzer Blick auf die neuen Charaktere, die wir freigeschaltet haben. Zuletzt waren wir hier und heute dann... Ja... Naja, so interessant sind die jetzt auch wieder nicht. Ich schaue nur kurz rein. Nur rein aus Interesse. Ja, Trollcross, super, ganz interessant. Georgie Borgi, Clever Hans, die Putzfrau von Georgie Borgi, whatever. Und Nerissa. Also hier gibt es anscheinend doch noch einige, die wir freispielen können. Ganz egal, wir starten durch mit der nächsten Episode. Episode 3, A Crooked Mile. Auf los geht's los. Juhu.
Our stories used to be so simple. We had a beginning, a middle, and an end. But ever since we moved to this awful city, everything's gotten so confused.
Look, I didn't kill anyone.
And I'm supposed to just believe you. Snow. I just want you to be careful. I almost lost you once, and...
I'm not yours to lose. I'm not going to be an errand girl for Crane anymore.
She looks like Holly.
It's not Holly, it's her sister Lily.
She was hooking to pay down debt. Eventually, the only people she owed were at her work. You know, that shithole club, the pudding and pie.
My name is Nerissa.
Well, Nerissa, I've got some questions. The open arms.
Oh my god. What is it?
It's Crane.
Ja, soweit waren wir schon. Crane ist das Arschloch, sozusagen, bis jetzt. Und jetzt geht es darum, wahrscheinlich diesen Typen zu finden. Bin schon sehr interessiert, wie die ganze Story jetzt weitergehen wird. Ne? Das ist eigentlich genau...
That motherfucking piece of shit.
Ja, schön gesprochen.
Ugh, God, you think you know a person. Bigby, you have to tell her.
I know.
What's going on? What did you find up there? You know, other than the...
Not now.
I have a right to know. If my wife is...
Honey,
Shit!
Crane's been... Whoa, Bigby, calm down. Everything's going to be fine, okay? It's going to be fine.
Will someone please explain this to me?
I have to tell Snow what's going on right now.
Okay, it's going to be okay. Where did you see her last?
Verdammt, das war's ja
Did
nicht
she
mehr.
say where she was going?
She took Holly to the business office to prepare for the funeral.
Lily's funeral?
Yeah.
How do you know?
I was just at the Trip Trap, and I heard Gren telling some folks about a funeral at the
the
Buckingham
trip
Bridge.
trap? Are you drinking?
When?
Right now. They were on their way out.
Bigby!
Tschüss.
Wait.
What?
Snow's been through a lot. There are things she doesn't talk about. Just please be careful when you tell her. And you should tell her. But
I know.
no, you don't know. You know how you felt when you saw that picture? Well, it's going to be much worse for her. Just remember that.
Interessant. Also, jetzt wissen wir ja schon mal, dass Crane quasi hinter den Morden steckt, oder er vermutet zumindest mal, wir können vermuten, dass es Crane ist.
I'm honored to be asked to speak to you. Wish that everyone
Nur ganz kurz nochmal zur Information. Wir befinden uns hier in einer Stadt, wo lauter Fabelwesen auch wohnen. Also quasi, soweit ich das mitbekommen habe mit dem Bronx und so weiter, ist es New York. Wir haben hier lauter Fabelwesen, unter anderem hier der böse Wolf, das ist eben unser Hauptcharakter. Als auch Schneewittchen und so weiter. Die werden so verzaubert, dass sie wie Menschen aussehen, ja, können sich aber auch rückverwandeln in den Ursprung, quasi in ihre ursprüngliche Form. Ja. Ich bin da quasi der Sheriff dieser Fabelwesen und ich habe quasi die Sorge dafür zu tragen, dass jeder wirklich als Mensch herumläuft, damit nicht die wirklichen Menschen dort, die Einwohner von der Stadt, erschreckt werden. Ja. So viel dazu. Jetzt schauen wir uns mal an, um was es da geht.
Rash and thoughtful. How she carried a torch for the old ways, for tradition, for
Ja, ihr habt ja glaube ich aber French
Pageantry.
Rubs, oder? Oder ist mir das jetzt nur so vorkommen?
And most of all, it seems how Lily loved, dearly loved her friends and family. She loved being around them, in good times and bad. I never met Lily, but
Ich
from
möchte
what
jetzt
I've been
nicht
told,
wirklich
I know in my
die
heart
Beerdigung da
that
stören.
she would have liked to be here tonight. And now we'll have our moment of silence.
I'll miss
Thank you.
worrying about you. I'll miss our fights. I'll miss you. Holly. Now you will never die from indifference or lead a tedious life. Goodbye, sweetheart. Thanks for everything. Vivian.
Bigby,
Ja.
is everything okay?
Ich
No,
wollte warten, weil
not
solange
yet.
wir da sind, kann der Crane ja eh nichts machen eigentlich.
Holly, it's...
He wasn't fucking invited.
Holly, wait.
He has no right to be here. Not after what he did.
Holly, I'm sorry, but I had to come.
You throw my sister down the witching well, and you have the nerve to show your face here? After you lie and say you'll check first?
Holly, wait. That was Crane. Just Crane. He disposed of Lily's body before Bigby could do anything about it. I'm telling you the truth.
Don't cover for him.
But this genuinely wasn't his fault.
You can't tell me Bigby gives a shit about this.
Crane's a fucking prick, so this doesn't surprise me.
Hey, what do you know? We actually agree on something.
Bigby cares, Holly. He's trying to help. And I'm sure he has a very good reason for being here. But this one isn't on him.
Why are you here anyway? And don't say it's because you care about this.
Everything okay?
I think I know who murdered your sister.
Who?
Maybe we should talk about this somewhere else?
What? No, I deserve to know.
I know, but this isn't the way to go about this.
I don't give a fuck about the way. I don't care about procedure.
I came here to talk to Snow about this.
No, screw that. My sister's dead, and I don't give a shit who she looked like when it happened. It's not about her. It's about Lily.
Just tell us who it was.
Okay, everyone, just stop. Bigby and I are going to have a little chat while everyone else gets back to the funeral.
What? I'm not just gonna sit here and...
Please, I promise I will tell you what the hell is going on just as soon as I know there's something to tell, but just let us do our jobs first. Look, Holly, I know how this must...
No, you don't know how this must feel. You have no idea. Don't fuck anything up. Don't bother anybody. And when the first sign of trouble comes, and it will come because you're a goddamn walking trap for it, I want you the fuck out of here. You hear me?
I just want to get Lily's killer, Holly, nothing more.
Let's just continue, okay?
This is such total fucking bullshit.
Let's go, Holly. It's your turn to talk.
Okay, you think you know who the killer is. What have you got? Bigby? What's going on? You dragged me away from a funeral and now you want to pull the lost little kid in a mall routine? Look, I can't read your mind and I don't really feel like standing here
Ja,
crying,
jetzt
so
warte
I'm
halt noch
going
mal
back.
kurz.
We'll talk about this later. Snow?
Na!
Narissa? What is it?
I'm sorry, but Holly's asking for you.
Are they starting the burn?
Yes. Everyone who spoke should really be present for this part. She's kind of distraught. You're not leaving yet, are you?
2 minutes. I don't mean to be,
No, I understand.
it's just that something's come up.
No,
Ja.
I get it. Take your time.
It won't take long.
Mach nur, mach nur. Shit, ey, ihr verpasst es.
How'd it go? At the motel? Did you find anything?
I did. It helped a lot. Thanks.
Narissa!
Yeah,
Coming.
Verdammt, ihr habt es verpasst da. Aber egal. Sie wird's auch noch fahren. Hoffentlich kommt der Crane jetzt nicht da mit einer Autobombe oder sowas daher. Hey, ist er da?
Wait, easy now, girl.
Die zwei
You know how
Penner.
this goes. The first thing in a visit, you say, how do you do? How do you do? That way, it's proper.
Now is really not the time for whatever you Jagovs are planning to do.
Well, isn't that the thing of it? Plans. Except it isn't our plans you should be concerning yourself with. I'm still hurting, you know, from our talk in the cell. And I'll be honest, I'd love nothing more than to carve a sweet poem right into your face for the suffering you've caused me. But I am a professional, and we're here for a job. We'll snip to the chase for all sakes. A little bird told us that you're fitting to go after Crane.
Okay.
And you see, we have an interest in that particular boy. So you leave Crane alone, and we'll leave you alone. Just take a little vacation is all. Don't even have to go anywhere.
Are you working for Crane? Did he send you?
No, see now, you're already asking too many questions. Just pay attention. So what's it gonna be? We have a deal? You leave Crane alone, and we leave you to yours?
Ich würde lieber gegen ihn kämpfen.
Brother, speak your mind. Fastly now. What's it gonna be?
You think this act you got going scares me? 'Cause it doesn't.
Always wanting to do things the fun way. Ladies, gentlemen, invertebrates, please, rest easy. This is not...
The hell is going on?
What's happening?
Very sorry to impose, but we only had a deal to work out with Bigby. And we're unhappy to report that things did not go as smoothly as planned.
Bigby, what is he talking about?
Never you mind that, it ain't any of your...
What deal? Stop this shit. Right now.
He hasn't exactly been a good sport about this. Not making our lives any easier.
What did I tell you? What did I say?
Ollie?
Think you motherfuckers could come here uninvited? You think you could just fucking interrupt Lily's funeral?
Calm down, darling. It was just a simple business transaction.
You fucking freaks are not getting away with this.
Holly, don't move!
It's not worth it, Holly. They'll leave on their own.
Yeah, let's spare all the fuss. It's just a dead hole.
What?
Tell you!
Oh shit. Na, jetzt hat die nächste Anna.
I got it done.
Immer wenn ich die sehe, muss ich da einen in die Fresse hauen. Das ist ja unfassbar, diese Diddle-Dumm-Dumm. Oder die da. Das ist ja unfassbar. Komm, jetzt. Ey, shit, das gibt's doch. Ey, komm, Alter. What the fuck? Sag jetzt nicht, dass der noch tot ist. Nur weil ich mit den Typen jetzt nicht kooperieren wollte. Das ist ja bei den Fabelwesen nicht so, oder? Weil der andere Typ hat ja auch Axt im Kopf gehabt und das war ihm wurscht. Oh Gott.
I did as well as I could to take out the buckshot, but there's still some shards left embedded in your shoulder. They'll eventually worm their way out on their own, but until they do, you're gonna be sore.
Bigby, Dr. Swinehart was appointed Fabletown physician for a reason.
It's okay. There's only one thing you have to take away from all this. Take it easy.
Miss Knacks.
Don't go looking for any more fights. Keep strain off your heart. And try and get some rest.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Is she?
She's fine, baby.
Is she?
I had everyone that got wounded sent home. Holly refused to let me see where she lived, so I left her and Grendel back at her bar with a dose of juniper and spring water. Just remember what I said. The stitches won't hold up if you continue to act like you normally do. Everything in moderation. And eat more chicken. Your blood pressure's through the proverbial roof.
I'll try to.
Eat more
Right
chicken.
then. Very good.
Business
Alright
office.
then, very good.
I know, I'll have to call you back. The town is starting to find out.
Well, I'll leave you two to it then. Miss White? Bigby?
Miss White. Snow White. Echt cool. Die ist Schnee und mit Familiennamen Wittchen. Das ist gut.
So, to recap,
Crane watched me through the magic mirror uncover his room at the open arms, and then he smashed it so we couldn't use it ourselves to go after him. And we know this because Buffkin was drinking in the rafters. That about cover it?
and once he puts all the pieces back together...
Zieht sie hinter dem Schutz aber ist gerade vorher oben ohne Vorn gestanden.
Guess that's the plan,
So geil.
currently. But I don't know.
We don't have time to wait for the mirror. Crane could be getting on a train right now.
Well, I don't want to just go running off into the night without some direction. What the hell is going on?
Komm, Monkey Face, gib Gas.
I don't know what the Tweedles get out of this. I don't know if Crane sent them. I don't know if... I mean, this is gonna sound crazy, but do you really think Crane did it? Everything points to him. I get it, but do you really think he killed those women? Because it's just... it's incomprehensible to me.
Schon wieder mal Sekunden zu spät.
He was a conniver, a coward, a liar. And I'll always hate him for that. And I'll hate him for how he held me in his thoughts. But murdering prostitutes?
Aber das ist wirklich voll.
Everything okay over there?
Yes, Miss White. I just cut myself on a piece of the glass. Nothing to worry about.
Thanks for tonight, by the way. That could have gone really terribly. I mean, even worse than it did. I'm glad you were there.
Anytime.
Can I, ask you a question?
Ausnahmsweise.
It's kind of personal.
Oh je.
And I don't want to offend you, but after tonight,
Sure.
it's just... when stuff hits the fan, like it did tonight, it feels like before we came to the city. It feels kind of like home. And
Was?
I've heard it said that maybe in some tiny little bottled up way, deep inside, you kind of enjoy it. When things go
Was?
wrong.
Spinnst du?
Because it gives you an excuse to just, you know, stop pretending. I guess it doesn't matter.
Habe ja was druckt, oder?
Guys?
Ist fertig?
We have a problem.
Es fehlt ein Stück.
I can't finish the mirror. It's missing a piece.
Ja. So ein Zufall.
What do you mean, missing a piece?
Yes, it's not here.
Buffkin, are you positive it's not here? Maybe it just slid under one of these cabinets.
No, I'm sure it's not here. I checked every corner. I saw Crane pick something up after he smashed it. I'm sorry, I didn't realize what it was until now.
Well, the mirror can't work unless it's whole.
Well, that's not entirely true.
Okay,
Or
erzähl.
what, Buffkin? What? We sit around and wait until it mends itself? We have no idea how long that will take. We're just gonna have to do this the hard way.
I'm just saying, waiting is an option.
No. We can't depend on the mirror.
What exactly is the hard way?
We'll look through his things, his desk, everything. He had to have left something that tells us where he's going. He's a neat freak, but he was never that smart.
Smart enough to take a piece of the mirror. We can still solve this ourselves. I know
Never mind that. Come help me look.
Ja, super. Wahrscheinlich hat er genau das Stückel Spiegel in seinen Schreibtisch eingelegt, Herr Superhero oder was, ne? Kann man den Typen einfach suchen? Ja, mach schon. Are there any updates on the extra funding request as I explained in my last letter? Plus the conditions here could do with some improvement. I'm seeing some unrest from the residents, and I have to admit I can see why. The farm should not be punishment. I'm sure you're busy, but I think this should be made a priority. Best Whelan Smith. Ich denke, da ist der Schlüssel 207, ne?
What is it?
It's the key to his room at the Open Arms.
You still haven't told me what was in there. I want to know. I need to know.
A lot of blood and flowers.
I keep thinking back. I keep replaying moments in my head. Interactions with him when he'd catch me in the elevator or bump into me outside. There's only so much you can repress, you know?
Don't worry, Snow. We'll get him.
Auf jeden Fall. Tot oder lebendig?
Come on, let's keep looking.
Dear Mr. Ichabod Crane, I'm writing to ask again that you please send someone to fix the air conditioning. Ja, das wissen wir schon. Komm, bitte. Die Klimaanlage interessiert jetzt überhaupt gar keinen. You said you'd pay to have the plaster done in my building after the last incident in 204. Uh-huh. I can't rent out that room as it's already been waiting for days. Not to mention you already promised me you'd send someone to fix the big crack in the glass of the front door. Well, guess what? It's worse now. Get your shit together, Mr. Toad. Mr. Toad, der Penner.
Did Crane ever do any work?
Only when Cole was around.
Da drin wird sein. Wie ist denn das jetzt passiert? Ups. Na, was haben wir da? The Ring of...
Page here that was torn out.
Oh yeah? Buffkin, do you know what was here?
Ja. Genau der Ring, der fährt. Ah.
It's a ring, at least.
Echt?
Every magical item not retained in the armory is assigned to someone in Fabletown. It must be this witch he is going to see.
Wait, what? What witch?
Warum
What
sagst du das nicht gleich,
He
Alter?
called up somebody. He said he needed to see his witch, or that he would need to get to the witch for that. Whoever that is. Well, yes, it sounded like the one he got his, glamours from. I'm sure it's about this ring. They must have it.
Why not mention this before?
Ja, genau.
No one asked me.
Was?
Buffkin!
And I'm hungover. I'm sorry. He set the meeting at 2 a.m. tonight.
Ah, super!
What's going on?
Warst du
Is the
zufällig
mirror
auch wo?
fixed yet?
Bluebeard, this isn't the time.
Is the mirror fixed or isn't it? You
I
called me
called just to see if you knew where Crane could be, and that was it, okay? And I'm sorry I said anything more than that.
Well, you did, and I know. The cat's out of the bag. So, can we find the dull pervert or not?
I tried
This
to,
isn't
but...
your concern.
Oh, it isn't?
No, and frankly, it's none of your business.
None of my business? Crane's the murderer. He escaped. It seems he spoiled your every attempt at locating him. And now it's none of my business?
We don't know if he's the murderer.
Oh, please. Of course he is.
Look, This just isn't the time. He took a piece of the mirror, so we can't use it.
The only thing we know is that Crane's going to see a witch.
Sei ruhig jetzt. Warum sagst denn du? Alter, uns sagst du es nicht.
or PM?
Geht dir nichts an. Weiß er nicht.
AM.
Okay.
Listen, Bluebeard, you're not a part of this.
I don't think you're in any position to turn away help.
What do you know about Crane anyway?
That he has the stones to kill prostitutes like any common sex-frightened serial killer and not face a real challenge.
Look, we know that Crane is going to see a witch, and it's to acquire a magic ring.
What's the ring?
We don't know what it does or who it's assigned to since Crane tore its page out of the book.
This farce was your ridiculous idea for a plan. I mean, who put you in charge in the first place?
Fixing the mirror was the most logical
You're a
thing.
secretary. He's the sheriff. And none of you were chosen to run this office. Who elected you to make these decisions?
Nobody, but that
Who
doesn't...
elected her to spend my money?
Well, I've been doing that unofficially for years now.
Unofficially is not officially.
Snow can obviously handle this, so let's drop it.
Well then, excuse me for having the Commonwealth in mind.
Tschüss. Tschüss.
All right, let's just look on the bright side. We know Crane is going to see the witch that's been supplying him black market glamours.
Thanks to me.
And he'll be there at 2. So that gives us a few short hours to find out who it is and where they live and get them all at once.
And a few shorter hours the more you babble about it.
We haven't been the ones babbling.
Yeah. Just point in the direction you want me to check first.
Since Lily used the glamours, she'd have known who the witch was. And I don't think Holly's burned her things yet. It would probably have the address or a phone number or something.
And Bigby is free to go there if he likes. But I think the question you should be asking is just what do the two Tweedles know about this?
It doesn't matter what they know. After tonight, they'd never go to their office.
They're not smart enough to try and go anywhere else.
The Trip Trap is the better option to track the witch down. That has to be our focus.
Look, chances are I'll have to swing by both anyway, so...
No, chances are you won't have time.
I don't really care what you two do. I'm going to his apartment.
What? You can't just go up there.
And why the hell not?
We already looked for the key, remember? I don't know where it is.
Then I'll pick the blasted lock! I've wasted enough time waiting for the mirror to find him. I won't waste any more.
You just can't go up there alone, all right?
I've no interest in nicking his drapes, my dear, if that's what concerns you.
What concerns me is you traipsing through possible evidence.
Oh, now it's evidence. Before you had no interest, and now it's a crime scene.
Fine, I don't care. Just go ahead.
We can't just let Bluebeard run amok in Crane's place.
Ha!
He's after something, I just don't know what it is. We have to find the witch, Bluebeard, since that's where he's going.
Or the sniveling weasel chickened out. Never went anywhere. And is upstairs right now in his pitiful penthouse, crafting a fort out of couch cushions. Look, this is how a smart person would do it. So this is how we're going to do it. Wherever you go, I'll go to the other.
I don't like you going anywhere unsupervised. He's up to something. I don't know what it is, but we don't have the time to really worry about it now. Where are you gonna go, Bigby?
So you leave Crane alone, and we'll leave you alone.
I'd love to join you, but there's some business I need to attend to.
No, I'm better off dealing with things alone. I don't need sympathy and I don't need charity.
Also da gehen wir mal nicht hin, da ist ja da wird der Bluebeard hingehen, oder? Die Dies gehen wir sowieso schon am Sack und außerdem sind die nicht direkt. Wir wollen ja wissen, wer direkt was damit zu tun hat. Und die Dies, yeah.